Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign as Great Britain now with FilthyRobot.
Yes.
So
that's right.
Edgar Beresford is in charge, the 361. He rolled a 5.
Okay.
Versus a 0 plus 2 plus negative 1 is a 1. So 5 versus a 1 in the first fire phase. Not bad. No, nice, Edgar.
13
I love
versus
him.
0 sounds amazing.
I like Edgar. Edgar's good.
So, okay, pause. I want to ask about this, and I gotta fucking not click on this. So I have some comments in my on my YouTube now asking me to turn down the noise of battles, which we can't do compared to anything else, right? But we can.
Yeah, go to escape, game options, audio, effect volume.
Is that only going to be for battles? Like, what other effects are there that make noise?
I don't know, but that's what controls it. I turned my ambient all the way off because it makes like weird like water noises that confuse me and stuff, like bird noises and stuff.
Oh my god, that's so much better. Why didn't we do this the first time we had a fight?
I don't know, probably because you didn't ask. Okay,
but I'm watching this. Okay, so I wanted to ask about the morale damage. How do I know how much damage they're taking from morale? I can see the bar. I can see the effects of the damage they've taken. But where are we actually doing morale damage from?
It is a complicated formula that you can look up on the wiki.
I want to do that.
That morale damage is based on combat death. Every army in a battle loses 0.01 morale per day, regardless of whether or not they take damage. So you'll notice that even the cannons in the back row, despite not taking any damage, they do lose morale over time.
Yeah.
But in general, our armies in the front row, they have 2.79 morale. I'm looking at the centermost infantry with a cap of 3.78. The cap determines the amount of damage inflicted. And then if you look at the enemy, they are down to 0.84 out of 2.84. So we have a higher morale cap by a ton.
Yeah.
Versus Burgundy.
Okay. That's interesting. So is it better then to pick up offensive pips in general because offensive pips are going to do more damage, more morale damage?
Kind of, but again, your pips are the same. On unit classes, you can have the same total number of pips. You're just deciding which type of pip you want. I usually err on the side of offense, yes.
All right, so this is... Do we have a chance to stack wipe here?
Sweden will honor a call now. They will join us in an offensive war. They've paid off their debt. Do you want to call them in? I don't think we need them for this war.
No, let's hold on to it.
Although they are adjacent to us, and they could go for Bremen and Cologne, those armies to the east.
I thought you were going to get rid of military access for France.
I did.
For Spain.
I did, and yet somehow France... Okay, France hates Spain. France doesn't care about England, so France grants...
I want to see that. So I can see France hates Spain by click on France. Right-clicking on this. I want to see... How do I know they hate Spain?
Go to the opinion map mode, press T.
T for opinion map mode.
Click on France, left click on France. You can see their opinion.
No, it didn't do what it was supposed to do. I selected a province when I did that. So T is the opinion map mode?
Yeah. So like, for example, when you're looking in the opinion map mode, now click on Spain, actually, and you'll see France is bright red. French opinion of Spain is -200.
French opinion of Spain is -200. Okay.
Another way to do it is if you right-click on France.
Yeah.
You remember at the top, there's those 3 little buttons. We almost always use the diplomatic actions tab. And sometimes we've
show opinions of, and I can sort by negative opinion? Yeah, I can. Okay, so Spain's -200.
Yep. So here's the problem. They hate Spain. They would never, ever, ever give Spain military access, but they kind of don't really care about England, so they're granting military access to England. And since England is the war leader, England's military access transfers through to the secondary participants, meaning Spain got military access because of that. It'd be nice if France was smart enough to not do that, but he's just kind of like, well, sure, England, why not?
All right, well, let's stack wipe this 27 stacks so we don't ever have to fucking deal with that again.
Okay, so... No, it didn't stack wipe, but we got a lot of kills. 3.32 war scores, not bad. And, I'm
seeing a 25 stack from Spain moving up. They have 26k on us. That's a huge stack. We should not let those combine if possible.
All right, just checking. Looks like Spain is starting off going for offensive ideas. They have 2 offensive ideas now. They went exploration, expansion for their idea groups, so they're not too military focused.
How do I see their ideas?
Right-click on their nation while looking at their screen at the top by where like the little spy guy is. There's a little light bulb. Shows they have 15 ideas. Hover over the number. You can see which ideas they've selected. Exploration, expansion, offensive.
Yeah.
So if they had gone like quantity, offensive, like a whole bunch of military idea groups, you would have to kind of
add a little bit more worried.
Yeah, add that to your computation for how dangerous they are.
Okay.
So we're going to go and ferry our army back to the mainland. We're going to go stack wipe the army that Spain's transferred over. Because he's not going to have anywhere to retreat to since he's got no land connection. We can easily stack wipe it.
We can call forces in mid-fight.
Yeah.
Mid-war.
Yeah, in fact, I would... Well, hold on.
I'm thinking about France.
Ooh. Yeah, we're going to kill this army real quick.
Which army? Oh, this 3K? Yeah.
Yeah, the only way we're going to get France to join is if we can... Nice, we stack wiped it. Is if we pay off his debt. Otherwise, he's not going to join.
Oh, I understand. I was just wondering whether or not that's an option. We should do that or not. We have to pull a fuck ton of loans if we do that, though.
I think we should call Sweden in.
Just to deal with this shit to our north? Does he have access through Denmark, though? Can he even get to us?
Possibly. Who are his rivals? He is rivaled to Denmark, so no, he will not get military access. However, if England asks for military access through Denmark...
Then he would get it by default because we're war leader?
Yes, and...
I think that's likely to happen?
England has not asked for military access through Denmark. Not yet.
How do you know that?
Because I've right-clicked on England.
Yeah, and then there's somewhere there's going to be a military access, and one of these has military access through Poland and Spain.
At the very, very, very bottom, it says has conditional military access through all these locations.
Yeah, so I said through Poland and Spain, right?
Yes.
Yep, okay.
That's what we're looking at.
Cool.
Yeah, so I would still call them in, and the reason is I want relative strength of the alliance.
Okay.
Even if they can't really participate in fights, they'll try, but more importantly, I just want them to scare the pants out of everyone else.
Okay, they are a large nation.
We're going to stack wipe that little one stack again as well before we leave.
Okay. All right, we've got that 27k stacks going for London. We're right there. Why is he so confident? Does he not know we're there? Is it fog of war?
Well, no, he knows we're there. He can see it, but he can't pass it. At least he shouldn't, unless he's a cheating bastard with zone of control.
No. Why is he... Aren't we excited about a 27k stack?
Yeah, we are. He's not. He shouldn't be.
So why is he moving into where our 27k, our 35k stack is over there?
Okay, so this is not good. He's landing another 25 stack.
All right, Arumba, I'm missing something here. I know you're trying to do this war, so take a second. Back out for just a moment. Why is he excited about putting himself in a position where we can engage him with a much inferior army to us?
Because he sees the 25 stack that he's also just landed over in Cornwall.
So what he thinks is he's going to have time to reinforce before we can fight this army.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, but where... I haven't looked in a while. Is London... Oh, London's flat. And his... I hate forts in flat land, by the way. It's so disappointing. And his leader has 0 maneuver. So we will get a river crossing bonus there. So we'll get +1 on our rolls. He's 3-5 and we are 3-6.
Yep, so we have a better general. We have, I would
Better
assume,
terrain.
more morale. Terrain doesn't matter. It's flat terrain.
No, he crossed the river.
I don't trust that.
I think we're going to get that. I'm pretty sure we're going to get that.
He's got
We'll
0. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, maybe. In theory, yes. But there's no indicator on the game. See, there's no river. See, I don't trust it. I never expect the river crossing. I don't understand when or why you get it when you relieve a siege. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I think it's horseshit.
That makes no sense to me. Why do we get it sometimes and sometimes not? All right, whatever. Oh, I'm supposed to be watching these rolls and I'm not. Fuck. How are we doing?
Not that great, but we're behind a fort, so we can just fight as long as possible and then reinforce.
We did better this last couple rounds, I guess. A lot of damage being dealt both ways.
We have the better general, and we've got trade money, so...
Yeah, he's just, unfortunately, reinforced there.
Look at that. 9 versus a 0, though.
Yeah, it's a good roll. I keep waiting for our guys to break because our current morale, but I guess we're doing okay.
Just merking up around the province so we can reinforce in. I don't think we're going to want to continue this fight for too much longer. In fact, we're going to retreat now behind the fort, and we're going to cancel the troops that I recruited on the opposite side of the fight.
Yep.
And we're going to recruit new mercs behind forts to replace the ones that we lost, get our morale up, and just go fight them again. I didn't see the numbers, the actual casualty numbers. Did you?
I clicked through it so quick I didn't.
I'm
had,
90% sure we didn't lose.
They had 50 like 4K troops, right? They have 225 stacks or 226 stacks. And they're at 39K right now. So they went from 52 to 39. So we're looking at about what, 12 to 13.
Yeah, I'm mostly certain that we gained we killed more relative troops in that fight.
Okay, I want to take a look just real quick. So I want to think about how to make this decision and make sure I'm doing this correctly. So if I look at the military right now, our combat width is 27. How many? I look at our troops in cell. We have 22 infantry and 2 cav right now. So we're not quite up to maximum combat width, but all of our artillery would hide behind. No, I'm doing this wrong. We have 28, 2, and 17 are actually what we have. But we could consolidate down a little bit to make it so we could probably get fairly close to our maximum combat width.
Well,
he's at maximum combat width, unfortunately.
We have a lot more men that are marching in, though. You see the new troops coming in? We're going to have full combat width in the front.
Good. So there's no reason not to fight this. He has shit for cannons, so a lot of he's 9. I guess that's not shit. 8 actually.
Well, but there's. sorry to interrupt. It's just there is a reason to wait. There's no reason to not fight it. True, but not yet. We don't have full morale.
Full morale.
Yeah. Because we want to be able to fight longer. So we should.
This Navy coming around over here? Does that hashtag 3 over there mean that he has 3 more troops on it?
Yes. Okay. Just 3. Oh, and he's landing them.
You want to go fucking crush them over there?
He's landing in London. I think we wait 1 more month for full morale, and then we're going to go and smash.
All right.
We have 2 diplomats free, by the way.
Everything got really quiet when I turned down the effects volume, though. There's no, like, sloshing water. This is probably why you have the music on. Do we try it?
You liked the sloshing water? I don't like.
Relaxing.
I don't like the slosh. I don't like it.
Felt like I was at the beach.
I don't want to take a loan.
We're
gonna take a loan. I don't like loans.
Well, our ships aren't doing anything because that huge friggin' Spain armada is floating around over there, being obnoxious.
That reminds me, actually, I hid the Navy, and I didn't do anything with it. So half of the Navy has just been sitting up in the Norwegian Sea. Okay, we have a loan offer from Morocco. No.
Oh no! But isn't there a reason this? Because I got offered a loan offer from a country in one of my campaigns where it was cheaper than the normal loan rate. So I said yes to that.
Well, the primary reason that you would say yes is because you just plan on not paying it back. You could just look at it as like free money, but.
All right, we're going this fight, huh?
Yeah, let's do this, Leroy. Yep, I think it looks good.
I hope it's not a Leroy. This should go well. Ready?
We have a mission to protect against Spain. That's a great mission for us right now.
Oh, I didn't even look. So, any reasons? When did you check these? Just happen to see it pop up?
Yeah, I saw the alert at the top. There's an alert saying that you can choose a mission.
Okay, so what do we have to do? Have an army equal or larger than Spain of 57, but as we kill his, it's going to get smaller. Yeah, that's a great one.
Yep, so we basically just get cheaper maintenance and reinforcement and all that stuff because we're about to kill a bunch of his men, and then he'll...
Okay.
We rolled a 9. 6 versus an 8.
Okay.
We just lost Holland. That's unfortunate. Okay. 2 versus a 0 is still better than nothing. It's good. Every time we roll better than them is good.
Yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed with this though. So do I know which guy is leading this? Because I see like a bunch of generals from them.
He rolled an 8 to our 0, so we're gonna retreat. Okay. We lost 10,000 men, and we killed, looks like 10,500. But more importantly, we're on home terrain, right? So we have our reinforcement speed advantage.
But London, they just rolled pretty well on it.
Yeah, if they take London, that's gonna suck. Okay. 14% chance.
Well, I'm told I'm an extremely unlucky guy.
Ooh, so. France just declared their own war on England. That means France is at war with Spain.
Good.
Nice. That means Spain is going to be a bit distracted.
Good. All right. Are you going to roll on this 25% chance to lose our fucking city?
Yes.
It's even higher than that. It's 30%. You want that morale back, huh?
We have to. We can't go engage with 1.6 morale. They gained 50% of their max morale back when they won that battle, so they're at like max morale right now.
We're going to gain the yearly legitimacy at cost of admin, unfortunately.
Yeah. Ooh, right before a disease outbreak. That's pretty good.
Shit. Come
on, dude. Stop rolling 2s to an 8. He actually has more morale than we do. Alright, that's not good. Look at that.
Is his morale so high?
He's got a Spanish traditions plus 15% morale. Oh, so he has more morale than we do. That was a bad fight. Damn it.
Well, yeah.
Our capital's going to fall.
Yeah.
But we have the power of mercenaries. Filthy.
You just took out a loan, huh?
I didn't. Didn't mean to, but I think one got taken out as we were doing stuff.
Yeah, the Spanish army is doing really well. I was kind of surprised. I guess we haven't looked. Like, what's their... I guess I could walk in. People get mad at me when I stay on different map modes for extended periods of time for some reason. They're on military 12. What's our military?
12.
We're in 12 as well. Okay. Well, thing is, what's our next force? Marches? Okay.
Marches is defensive terrain, but our capital's pretty damn important.
Well, we have... Actually, can I see that? I thought we were full morale because the bar is full, but we're not quite there, are we?
No, you're seeing that the new stacks that just got hired, they have full morale, but the actual army below it doesn't. Yep, there goes our capital. Now this, though, this is interesting, because if he splits his army up now and gives us the ability to engage it separately, then that could be really good.
Yeah.
Like, we can overrun that 3.5. If he doesn't get his troops there, we're going to just overrun 3.7k troops instantly. Which is what we're going to go try to do right now. Okay, he's gone on the 14th. We're there on the 13th.
Okay.
Yet I'm not seeing a battle indicator. Weird.
I see a battle indicator. It's beneath the 2.
Beneath the what?
It's beneath the cav, the 2 armies.
Huh.
It shows on my screen.
That's weird that I don't see one. But yeah, nice little free overrun. We'll take that.
Okay.
Beyond that, there is the no leader army. Let's go ahead and shift consolidate. Let's make sure that we... Yeah, I think we're going to actually full consolidate some of these mercs out. Let's go do our fight.
All right,
he's leaving the 17 stack with no leader. Now he's reinforcing.
He actually got there first. So someone was telling me that the travel time between provinces is based on the distance from center to center. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. It's sometimes hard to figure out who the fuck will get there first. I got screwed in the campaign for misunderstanding that the other day. So, anyways, wanted to see. That guy keeps Ignacio over there rolls 9 like every single combat round. Is that gonna be a problem for us?
Yes, of course it is.
Why don't we roll better?
Well, he just rolled 2 zeros in a row, so that's helping. Yeah, but our troops are out of morale there. They cannot fight anymore. Cannon's in the front row. Again, we're trading lots of manpower, which is good because if you go to the ledger, you see how we just got that mission? He just consolidated. Look at the Spanish manpower.
All right, so go to the front, go to military, go to armies, go to Spain. Spain manpower 8,000 out of 40,000. So he's really low.
Yep.
He has some mercenaries though. Got 15. Okay. All right. What was the next mission options? Conquer Breda. Establish trade in the Americas. Okay. Right. I found it very hard to defend terrain, by the way. Without forts. It's very challenging to get your units in a position where you can take favorable terrain fights.
Yeah. Annoyingly, he just forced our navy out.
That's really bad.
Yeah. We're going to have to retreat it to another province with a fort, preferably. As soon as it can, which is going to be on the 28th. We're going to lose a few transports. It's just a transport fleet for the most part.
Okay.
All right, let's retreat to Lothian.
There's a 2 stack of England down the bottom of our country if you wish to wipe those out.
Yeah.
Overrun. Where's this guy going? He is going to Lincolnshire. Okay, he's just keeping his guys over there.
Annoyingly, we didn't get an extra morale recovery tick right there.
It is annoying. So we have a lot more troops, but we have a lot less morale. He just reinforced. We're rolling like shit, too.
How do we feel about this general? Do we still hate him? Do we like him?
Okay, he's rolling like shit. I like generals who are lucky, then I like generals who are good.
Alright, we're gonna just shatter all the way back over there, and even though we're shattering, we're gonna overrun the English when we get there. Might as well take advantage of it. You do move like 5% faster while shattering.
Okay.
It gives us some time. If we had one more morale recovery tick, that might have made a difference. We need to get our capital back. You'll notice that our war exhaustion's going up by a ton, 0.2 per month, because of our capital being occupied.
Where do I see that? In our under stability expansion? I did not see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not looking good. We need to get our capital back.
Pop-up might not be relevant, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Let's see. We can pay 10 admin and 42 ducats for yearly prestige +1 until 58. So 4 years. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we want prestige for morale.
Yep.
And
they're pretty split up right now.
Yeah.
Although I don't want to fight them in Norfolk. Norfolk's like all marsh, right? Yeah. Naval research wrong. You want to lose 10 prestige or 50 Diplo? You want to lose 50 Diplo right now, don't you?
Right now, yeah, we're ahead of time on dip. I don't really care about dip. I just want morale of armies.
Yep, I figured. Okay, says there's going to be a fight. I like the maneuvering. Get his 10 stack alone. My goodness, this is going to be a really good fight for us.
Possibly.
Oh, reinforcements though.
But we're picking apart.
Yeah, he's running out of troops.
Half the army, yeah. Okay, and that's a 2 on a 2. We'll take that. If we get a really bad roll, we're going to retreat again.
That one.
Okay, now, so see, now notice how we have cannons in the front row? So rather than reinforce, we're just going to retreat here, because we don't want to fight pretty much at all if we have cannons in the front row.
Okay.
And he just forced out one of our other navies. Filthy, this is annoying. If we had taken that initial stack before he landed the second.
At the end of this or no?
I'll
go have a look. I don't see Sweden on our side of the war.
No, I didn't call him in. I thought I asked you to, and you didn't. You didn't call him in.
No, I never called them in. You didn't ask me to. Or if you did, I didn't understand you were asking me to. I'm happy to call them in.
Well, now that we have negative 25 war score or less, they won't join. So we need to get our war score back up. Otherwise,
But it's that time.
No, it's not. That's crazy.
It is. I know it goes so fast.
So the most of the war score is coming from Holland and London. That's 35 war score right there.
Well, it'd be good to get those back then, particularly London.
Yeah, our army is now significantly larger than theirs. It's just we need to
get some
just keep on pounding away at it. All right, he is marching into Northumberland on the 21st. We can be there on the 21st as well. I don't like that.
No, I don't know what to do when they're the same. I always just feel like I get screwed whenever it's the same, so I just don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it. Now, Lothian is flat terrain. All right, I'm tempted to just kind of wait a second so we can recover.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. We're really close to the end of the month. He's going after marches, which is...
great.
Yeah, I know, exactly. It's a fort with woods, which we actually like.
Okay, he's going to get there. He's going to attack us behind a river. We're in defensive terrain. He's got no maneuver. A 3-5 versus our 3-6. Let's shift consolidate so we're at peak strength. This should be a great fight. Great time for a cliffhanger too, right?
Yeah. All right.
Goddamn bastard rolled a 9.
I'm not... Oh, we don't say that? All right.
All right.
So we leave it at that?
Yeah, we'll see you in the next episode.
See you guys soon.
All right, see you in a bit.